This right here is the COROS APEX 2 Pro, and I've been testing out this watch for about a month now, and I just wanted to show you guys some of its key features and what I liked and disliked about it. And honestly, everything that I wish I knew before I bought it. So much like the Garmin, this COROS is going to be mainly geared towards running and preparing for specific running events. Now, that's not to say that this watch was only made for professional athletes and professional runners. I think one thing COROS did really well is making this technology really accessible and easy to use for runners of all levels. On the COROS app, you can actually go in and select a training plan, and it'll actually walk you through exactly how to do that specific exercise in that training plan. So for example, even running, they have ones for biking, hiking, weightlifting. You can do all sorts of different activities, even though this watch is mainly geared towards running. What actually drew me to this watch in the first place was actually its really nice display. I wanted something that was very nice and sleek, but also looked pretty durable. I was a little concerned that, especially with how much I sweat, that this Velcro strap would get dirty really quickly. But after using it for a couple of weeks, I was pleasantly surprised at how fast the Velcro strap dried. And I will say that the actual mechanic of putting it on and this Velcro right here does make it a lot easier opposed to a regular watch band. As far as the actual watch face goes, the size is comparable to the Garmin Forerunner 965 and any of the newer Apple Watches. One thing I also did really like is that it is big and pretty bright, but it doesn't feel overly bulky or super heavy on my wrist. In terms of the actual display, it does have a little bit more of a basic display opposed to the Garmin, which I think definitely helps save on that battery life. This is mainly geared for someone that really just wants to see the bare bones of what they're doing, the key metrics, maybe the time. Nothing super flashy. This does offer a touchscreen display, but also can be controlled with this little crown on the side. And it does have the two buttons on the side that control the brightness as well as your little back button right here. And it'll let you just cycle through all of the different metrics that you want to see at a glance. I did appreciate that you can kind of just cycle through all of the different metrics by the push of one button, opposed to the Garmin where you have to set these specific metrics on your home screen and they're kind of locked in and it's a little bit of a pain to change. COROS did a pretty good job in displaying all of the information in a really user-friendly fashion. It displays all of your key information, anything that you want to see from past activities to the calories burned, as well as your training load. When it comes to tracking your activities and your fitness, I will say that one of the standout features of COROS is how accurate their GPS is. Opposed to other fitness tracking watches, I was actually able to see on the COROS exactly where on the map I crossed the street, if I was running on one specific side of the street, or if I took a small little detour off the actual course itself. When I compare this to the Garmin, the COROS did have a lot more of an accurate GPS tracking throughout the course than the Garmin did. One other neat feature about the COROS is that you can actually go into the COROS app and draw a custom course. From there, you can upload it to your watch and it will navigate you directly from your watch into that course, so you don't have to continuously pull out your phone to navigate. This is really handy if you are maybe in a new city or you just want to discover a new course for yourself. You don't have to constantly pull out your phone and figure out where you are. When it comes to health tracking on the COROS, I will say that the COROS doesn't provide as much information as the Garmin does, especially when it comes to recovery times and how your body is feeling. In my opinion, I did think that was a little bit okay just because I don't specifically use the recovery feature on the Garmin, so I was pretty okay with the COROS not providing that information. One thing I liked about the COROS during an actual activity is the amount of metrics that are available right on the screen. So during an activity, I can break it down by the exact lap that I'm on in terms of the distance and the pace of that lap, but I can also see the overall activity itself. There's even more information as you keep scrolling, like your heart rate, what zone you're in, and how long you've been in that zone. I do like this type of display that shows everything because it caters to people that want to see the bigger picture, but it also caters to people that are training specific things like heart rate or maybe just specifically pace. Lastly, some of the features that I do think make the COROS stand out opposed to other watches is its smartwatch features. With one click of a button, they made it really easy to go into the control panel and control your camera settings, your Wi-Fi. You can even go on here and set a timed nap. So if you are planning to take a nap, you can set an alarm to make sure it doesn't go overtime. One thing I do wish COROS would add to the smartwatch features is a way to pay with just your watch, just like the Garmin can do or the Apple Watch. This would be especially handy if I was going on a run without my phone and I wanted to stop in a convenience store to maybe pay for a snack, pay for any type of Gatorade or water while talking talking about going on runs without your phone, I also do wish there was a better way to play music offline on your COROS. Right now, I think the only way to play offline music is by actually downloading the MP3s from a computer to your watch and then kind of taking your watch on a run without your phone. I do wish there was some sort of way to download Spotify and have your offline playlist available without your phone. All in all, I was really impressed with the COROS APEX Pro 2. And I am super excited to continue to use it. I do think that it was a really great mix of functionality, design, and technology in a way that wasn't too much. So whether you guys are a seasoned runner or someone that is just getting a little bit more serious about running or fitness in general and want something to track your health and your fitness, definitely check out this COROS APEX Pro 2.